Go fruit yourself.
Okay, so we have the breakfast smoothie coming right up. Bananas, coconut sugar, water, vanilla drops. Time to blend.
So I woke up this morning to find out that another YouTuber, Scooby, had done a video featuring me. And he's writing me off in his own little way, and that's fine, Scooby, you can totally do that. But after I watch a video, I'm like, what the heck is this? It was just so random, I really did not understand it. So I've got a bit of the footage here, check it out.
Next up is Freely the Banana Girl, who's come up with a revolutionary new nutritional pan. Take it away, Freely. Hi, it's Freely the Banana Girl, and I used to be way overweight and have chronic fatigue syndrome, but I went on the rock diet and I got more energy and I lost all kinds of weight. Let me show you what you do. I have a bucket of rocks here. Now the good thing about rock diet is you can eat as many rocks as you want and you won't gain an ounce of fat. You don't have to count calories, and after every meal you feel satisfied and full. Now, rocks have plenty of protein, but they don't have a lot of fiber. So if you want fiber too, you can have bark. Just normal bark from your yard, and it gives you all the fiber you need, and you can have as much of that as you want too. So please, consider starting the rock and bark diet. It might help you lose weight and get more energy, just like it's helped me. Wow, thanks Freely. I wouldn't even need to go to the grocery store. I could just get my rocks and bark out in the front yard.
Okay, so am I the only one who was thoroughly confused after that? Okay, I'm trying to get the reference to bark and rocks and what it has to do with my recommendations, but it was just going over my head. I did not get it at all. And if you did get it, please leave it in the comments below because I need to understand this. Please educate me. And I think it was just kind of a poor attempt at Scooby, you know, trying to write off my recommendations, trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it kind of failed miserably. It really did. So it kind of turned out to be a bit of a brain fart at the end of the day. So Scooby, I recommend more fruit, definitely, to flush out that colon so you can think more clearly. But I did find it funny. I did find you like a grown man who's quite big, like acting like a female, putting on a wig and putting on a female voice. I did find that quite hilarious. So thank you for the laugh, Scooby, that's for sure. And it got me thinking back to when I used to date guys who were into, like, you know, steroids and the bodybuilding scene, and how, you know, they cared so much about muscles and they had to be as big as possible. And I'm going to say, like, you know, it can be really unhealthy taking steroids. You know, you can have hair loss and a lot of things that definitely aren't worth it, that's for sure. And at the end of the day, it's what's inside that matters. You know, it's how big your heart is and how confident you are. So guys, like, just build up the confidence within yourself. Don't build up the muscles. I mean, like, you know, within reason. Like, don't go crazy. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just your love for yourself that comes out and is obvious to others at the end of the day, and that's confidence. And, you know, obviously Harley isn't huge, he hasn't got huge muscles, but he's so attractive because he, you know, cares about animals. That's a very sexy thing for me. He cares about the animals and he cares about other people. He puts himself out there. He's very generous and giving and has a huge heart, and at the end of the day, that is way more important than big muscles.
So this is a great recipe for new raw tilforas. We've got our dates here, and these dates, I was really lucky. I got these fresh from Alice Springs in Australia. If you can get them fresh, like in America, there's like quite a few places you can get really good dates. I think it's 7 Hot Dates and also the Date People. You should definitely check them out. And so I've got about 40 dates here. These are quite small, but 40 still adds up. So I've got about 40 dates, and they're Bari dates, by the way. I've got these apples, like honey apples are really nice. So there's 2 apples there. I've got some coconut sugar, a couple of tablespoons of coconut sugar, and I have some mixed spices. And this is the bag. Mixed spice. Oh, yum. That is seriously, oh, that is so good. You gotta try it. Please try it. Oh, sweet niblets, that was good. Let's pour it in.
Hey everybody, so it's dinner time and I'm cooking up my spuds, and I thought I'd use this time just to help motivate those of you who aren't where they want to be just yet, because I understand how frustrating it is, and I understand the need for constant motivation when you are at that stage. You know, I was there for a long time myself, so I totally understand, and I can speak from experience. So I went over to Asia in like 2004, and I was overweight, and I was there getting some tailor-made clothing. That wasn't the main reason I was there, but I was getting some tailor-made clothing, and I remember this cute little petite Asian girl, she was measuring me up, and all of a sudden she stopped, and she said, "Why are you so fat?" She just came out with it, "Why are you so fat?" And at the time I was like, whoa, I was shocked. I was really, really shocked, because no one had ever been that honest with me, that in my face. And it wasn't because, you know, she's trying to be a bitch to me or anything like that. She's just being honest. She's like, "Why are you so fat?" And she was right. You know, and it made me look at where I was in my life, and it made me think twice about what I was doing, and it actually helped a lot on my journey. But at the time, in that moment, I became a victim, okay? I became like, "Oh my God, I can't believe someone said that about me. Oh my God, you know, that's so rude, rah, rah, rah. How can she say that?" You know, I started to entertain that sort of thinking instead of stepping up and using it as motivation. But then I did. So I shifted my thinking, because I thought at the time, you know, this isn't helping me. And I used it as motivation, and it really helped on my path. It really, really did. See, I fully believe that what we attract into our life, what we experience in our life, is sent to make us stronger. The universe is sending it to us. It's like weights or something. It's like an exercise to make our muscles stronger. But see, you can either see it like that, or you can be a victim about it. You can wallow in self-pity. You can eat that shit for breakfast, as in, like, if someone says something you think is mean to you or something like that, you can eat that for breakfast, or you can wallow about it and say, "Oh my God, this is so bad, poor me, oh gosh." Can you see the difference in the mindset and the thinking? What is a more productive way to be? To eat that for breakfast, eat that shit for breakfast, or to wallow about it? No way, you gotta step up. You gotta realize everything is sent to you to make you stronger, to make your character stronger. The universe is like, "Are you sure about this? I'm gonna test you." It's like a test, constant test, okay? So you need to see it in a positive way, and you need to use it as motivation. So if someone says something that is not nice, or that is negative about your weight or something like that, you need to just flick that switch and go, "You know what? I'll show you. I'm going to get these fucking awesome results, and you're going to eat your words." Okay, so you got to use that. You got to have attitude about this. Harden the fuck up, calm the fuck up, and have attitude, positive attitude.
All right, so dinner's on the boil here. I've got some, I chopped up a whole bunch of potatoes, organic spuds, and I'm making mashed potato out of them. So I'm just boiling them up. I've never made mashed potato in my life, can you believe it? But, you know, I followed Google. Google said 20 minutes to boil the spuds, so that's what I'm doing. Until they're like tender, then I'm going to mash them up. So, we'll see. Okay, so I just found this masher. I didn't even know I had it. Just found this masher in the drawer. So I'm mashing. So I've taken it, you know, drained the water out. And now I'm back to mash. I'm sure, like, most of you know how to make mashed potatoes. So I'm just mashing it up. And I'm going to add a little bit of rice milk as well. So here is the rice milk. Aussie Dream, unsweetened original. I'm going to put a little bit of that in. And that's just going to make it creamier. Okay, so here we have dinner. We've got the mashed potato, and we've got like some pasta sauce in the middle there. This is pretty dense. This is really dense, but it's tasty too. It's got rice milk in there. You know, if you want to put a little bit of salt, you can do that. Just, you know, go easy on it. And there's, you know, there's a little bit of salt in this sauce that I've got here, which is yummy, and a little bit of chili. You can add some flavor while you're mashing up the potatoes, some extra, you know, chili or whatever flavor you like. And I've got some lettuce as well. So it's going to be good. It's going to be tasty. I'm going to go and carb up right now. Okay, so we're going to go for the day of... I'm pretty tired. I went to bed at 1:30 in the morning this morning. I was doing a lot of editing, video editing and focusing and writing and stuff like that. So I'm really quite tired, that's for sure. It's so important to get in bed at a reasonable time. And that is probably one of my biggest downfalls lately, since Harley hasn't been here, because we usually keep each other in check. If one of us stays up later, we're like, hey, get to bed. And he hasn't been here to do that. And so that makes it definitely a little bit harder. But I like to get to bed about 9 p.m. That is a really good time. And latest really, 11 p.m. at the really, really latest. So 1:30 is just nasty. Really nasty. Isn't it, Fixie? Isn't it, Fixie? What are you doing? What are you doing? She's got like little... Oh, you can't do that. You're going to fall off if you do that. She's got like little pin cushion. Oh, she's got little like... needles for feet, they stab into the organs in the stomach and in all sorts of places, don't they, Fixie? We've got sharp little feet. All right. Okay, so don't forget to go fruit or root yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow.
The ultimate photo bomb. Can't a girl just take a selfie? Those shorts look mighty restrictive.